We get it opened here.
You said that was the best time of your life? You said?
Best time of our lives to be raised up in a coal mining town. Everybody was so friendly and so good. Nobody was angry at each other, and nobody was jealous of one another. It was just like a great big family. You were able to keep your doors open, and everybody was welcome. I told you there was never any bad stuff going on with the girls and boys. And I can remember your uncle, Bernard, he had a beautiful, nice big sled. I think his dad, he worked in what they call that, the shop next to the mine. I forget what they call it, but they were doing material work there, So he had the best runners on his sled. And there was nothing wrong with a woman going belly smackers with a boy. At that time, nothing was. Nobody thought about sex or anything at that time. So.
Did you have a swimming hole too, or did you have a swimming hole that you would go to? Or?
Well, we had just a creek up there, and we used to. The boys used to go there and fish, and they would take a dip in that water, but we never did. Yeah.
But you did roller skating, like that was one of your main entertainment.
Oh, I loved roller skating, yeah. And now now I'm an avid card player. So. I should say.
Well, you taught my mom how to play cards back then.
Yeah.
All the card games we played when we were kids were games you've talked about.
We played on the porch. That's where we started with cards. So.
Yeah. But your dad, you said in the coal mine, he worked underground mines.
Oh, underground, yes, indeed, all the time. Like I said, he started when he was young, probably 20 or 21. He came to America, and he didn't retire till he was 60 some. So from 20, it was close to 50 years that he was in a coal mine.
Okay. But he didn't get the black lung?
He did not get the black lung because the black lung didn't exist then. Even after he retired, then he passed away at 73, and I think it was getting more common then to get the black lung. But I can't remember him getting it.
Okay. What did he pass from?
He had heart problem.
Oh, okay.
And died suddenly with a heart attack.
Okay, but you said your brother did the mines too, and your children did the mines.
No, well, my kids just went there for the summer, worked there a couple months.
Right.
And my brother did work at he was a coal miner.
Okay.
After he got home from the service, because he went to the service shortly after. He went to service, right? Because the World War II broke out in 1940, 42.
What was your first job?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I just worked in a dime store. That was just wait a minute. When I graduated, I went to Ohio.
Right.
And I worked for a war plant there. It was Packard Electric.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody went somewhere for a job because that's when they were hiring all the women.
Yeah. So you were like Rosie the Riveter, and you were.
Well, I didn't have that stress of a job, but it was mostly with wiring. Because Packard Electric was making all the wires, electrical wires for their different things, And we used to have to take these wires and go through them to make sure that they used to make the wires there, and then we would have to go see if there, pass them through a machine to see if there was any bad spots on them. Then we'd have to cut them out and put them together. But then later on, then I got a job as just inspecting the job. And I used to train people, so it wasn't too bad. And I was always, we used to have bond drives, you know, and I was always selected to go out and around and try to get some bonds bought, you know, from people. And it was fun. I had a good time, but there was no men around.
Oh, that's right, all at war.
There was just old men or young men.
And then where did you meet your husband?
It was after the war when I met him, way after the war.
Okay.
I came back home. I came back home. I had a job, even though I could have stayed there, but your mother come home and she wanted me to come home. And then when I did come home, we worked together up at the club, I think it was. And then she left again, or I don't know, I think she did leave again and went to, or she got a job at the Bell Telephone, I forget now. She did work for the Bell.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she went on to Ohio to get that Bell Telephone job afterwards or not. I don't know. Because I don't know. Well, yeah, she did meet Pete, her husband, your dad, here in town.
Yes.
Yeah. It was, we used to go to the drugstore every morning and have coffee, and if we were able to, you know, before we went to work. I worked for Dr. Cammons at the time when I came back. I worked in a 5 and dime for a while, and then I got a job with Dr. Cammons. So that's our life, huh?
Yeah. Good memories.
Bad.
Good memories.
Oh yeah, it was good, very good memories. That's what I said. And then everybody was so good in Butte that you had a wonderful life there, and you can't say anything bad about being raised in that community. Nothing. Everybody was so friendly and good. Nobody was jealous of each other. Nothing.
Good.
It worked out well.
Good.
And everybody had big families. And all the boys went to the service, and never heard a peep out of them. Nobody protested nothing.
That was an important war.
Yes, it was.
You were fighting the ultimate bad guy. The ultimate.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they keep saying. It's the greatest generation there was. And I believe it.
We were lucky. Everybody came home. We're very lucky. That's.
A lot of them came home. My brother was in the Pacific, and he came home. Yeah. But he got married while he was in service. He came home and he got married.
Okay.
That's all in it today.
Okay.